This lesson is all about SMART goals. So, why do we set goals? Well, studies from Harvard show that people that set goals achieve more, improve performance, increase their motivation to achieve, increase pride and satisfaction in achievements, improve self-confidence, and eliminate attitudes that hold a person back and cause unhappiness. People who set goals also are able to better maximize use of their time. People who set goals, they found, suffer from less stress and anxiety, concentrate better, show improved self-confidence, perform better, are happier and more satisfied, and feel empowered and in control. Not just any goal achieves all these wonderful things. The goals need to be SMART goals. So what does a SMART goal look like? And what does the SMART stand for? SMART goals are specific, measurable, attainable or achievable, relevant, and time-framed. Let's take a look at each of these parts. So the S in SMART stands for specific. Okay, so you need to be specific about the result you're looking for, and so that you know what exactly it is you're trying to achieve. So ask yourself, what exactly do I want to accomplish? Why I want to accomplish it? What's the purpose or the benefits of this goal? Who is involved? And where sometimes is even important. So it might be a goal at school or at home or at work or in your personal life. So being specific gives you a more clear target. So you can use action words like increase, complete, achieve. And here are what SMART goals that are specific look like and don't look like. So you need to be specific about the result. For example, do well in math is not specific. More specific, you might say maintain an 80% average in math. This is easier to break down into tasks to give you something that you can achieve. Getting healthy, while that's a great goal, is not specific enough. You might say exercise for 30 minutes, 5 days a week, and that gives you something specific to work on related to your health. The M in SMART stands for measurable. A measurable goal will answer questions like how much, how many, how will you know when you are done? So for example, do better in English is not measurable. More measurable is a goal like improve my term average to 75% average in English. Now it's got an action word that it starts with, the word improve. It's specific and it's measurable. So it's becoming a stronger goal. Apply for bursaries and scholarships is a great goal, but it's not really specific and measurable enough. So more measurable would be to complete one bursary or scholarship application per week until mid-February. So you've got weekly targets and end time. It's very measurable. The A in SMART stands for attainable or achievable. So it needs to be achievable, but not too easy. Then you'll be less likely to give up. So volunteering 20 hours a week when you're a full-time student is not necessarily achievable or attainable, but this one is more attainable, volunteering 1 to 3 hours per week. Staying off social media, for some people, might not be an achievable goal. Whereas if you're finding you're spending too much time in the black hole of social media, you can limit yourself. You can set and stick to 15-minute windows to use social media 3 times per day, for example. So that's specific, it's measurable, and it's doable. The R in SMART stands for relevant. So you need to choose goals that matter, and they need to matter to you. What is relevant to one person isn't necessarily going to be relevant to your life. You need to ask yourself, does this seem worthwhile? Is it something that is relevant to you? For example, getting 1,000 followers on Twitter, while it would be very exciting to achieve, isn't necessarily going to be that relevant to your needs for improvement right now. Whereas learning to cook a new healthful dish or meal each month would be something that is relevant because you're building life skills that can be helpful to the people you live with now and to yourself when you're living on your own in the future. Watching the Riverdale series on Netflix, while that could be a lot of fun, is not a relevant goal that you need to write down and measure and keep track of. whereas completing incomplete career education assignments before December 7th might be a really relevant goal to you right now. So the T in SMART stands for time framed. You might also see this as timely or time bound. So for example, get outside more is a little bit too vague. Although it's a great goal, it isn't really measurable and it's not time bound, not specific enough. So a more specific and time framed goal would be hike or bike a new trail every 2 weeks until June. So there you have the specificity that's measurable, it's realistic and attainable and relevant and time framed. Get my first job is a little too vague. Apply for 2 jobs per week until I have a part-time job is a lot more time framed. So it ends when you have the new job. It's specific, it's measurable, attainable, and relevant. These are examples of SMART goals. Raise my grade from 62% to 70% in math by January 22nd. Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time framed. Participate in 1 volunteer activity every 2 weeks consistently for the next 3 months. It's specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time framed. Play Stand By Me on guitar while singing by June 15th. It meets all of the SMART criteria. So goals without plans are hard to achieve. And so SMART goals include specific plans or tasks. So we're going to hop over to myBlueprint and take a look at what the goal setting and planning looks like inside myBlueprint. When working in myBlueprint, goals can be found in 2 places, either on your dashboard right here or under the home button. You can find a link to your goals, and either way you go will take you to the same place. You are able to add a goal, a new goal for this year, by clicking on the Add Goal button. And you have a couple of options when you get to this screen. So if you need ideas, you can click on the Need Ideas button, and a whole bunch of options will show up that you can add and edit to make your own. If you already know what goal you want, then you can tell us what kind of goal it is. If it's education or personal, academic, financial, whatever it is, you can write your goal here using SMART terms. So you're going to word your goal in such a way that it's specific, measurable, etc., to match the terms used in the video. Then you can decide if it's a short-term goal, 0 to 6 months, or a medium-term goal, which is 6 to 12 months. We will be focusing on those 2 areas here. And then you can add tasks. Now we're going to want you to add at least 3 tasks, but you're welcome to add more. So what is the first thing you need to do to achieve your goal? So you're going to be adding 3 tasks here that you can check off. You're welcome to add more than 3. And once you've got this completed, you'll click on Add Goal. Now that you've added your goal, in order for your teacher to see it, you have to click on the 3 dots right here and add it to your portfolio for this class. So you can choose the portfolio that you want to add it to and click on the Add to Portfolio button. You can check if it's in your portfolio by opening your specific portfolio and then finding out if your goal showed up. Okay. You can also add reflections to goals by clicking on the Add Reflection button and typing in your feedback or information there. Now you can set SMART goals too. Here's your checklist for this week. You're going to be setting 2 SMART goals. 1 short or medium that can be done this year, and 1 medium or long term. So it might even be something that you can complete over a year or 2, like saving money for a car or anything like that. Include 3 or more tasks for each goal, so the steps that you need to take to achieve those goals. And make sure that you add each goal into your portfolio so that your teacher can see what you have entered. And for each goal, you will add a reflection. So you'll have to go into your portfolio, and underneath your goal, you'll see the Add a Reflection button. And you will explain why is this goal important to you and how does it fit into your bigger plan. That's it for this week. Have a great week.